One of the most revered valve-based outboard processors of all time, the Teletronics LA-2A leveling amplifier is famed for its transparent response, musical sound, and foolproof operational simplicity. IK Multimedia's White-2A is a superb virtual emulation of the LA-2A that works as a module in the company's TRAX 5 host shell mastering system, as well as an individual plug-in in your VST audio units or AAX compatible DAW. Best of all though, it's yours for free only with the December 2018 edition of Computer Music. In this tutorial we'll show you how to get started with the LA-2A using White-2A as our stand-in, from the specifics of its controls to some of the techniques for which it's known. To get your unique White-2A serial number, follow the installation instructions in Computer Music issue 263. CM's White-2A giveaway expires on January the 23rd, 2019. Although White-2A includes a small library of presets, the plugin is so dependent on the nature and level of the input signal that they're really only there for the sake of completion. Take a quick tour of them if you like, then hit the reset switch to set everything back to default. The most important control is the peak reduction knob, which adjusts the compression threshold. At 0, no compression is applied at all, and as peak reduction increases, the threshold is progressively lowered, applying gain reduction first to just the peaks and then more and more of the signal, until at 100 the whole lot is compressed or limited. As a result of compression, the overall signal will be quieter at the output than the input. To compensate for this, simply boost the output volume by raising the gain knob. The LA-2A only has two ratio settings, limit and compress, toggled on White-2A with the switch at the bottom right. Compress works at a ratio of somewhere between 3:1 and 4:1 depending on the peak reduction setting and input level, while limit ramps that up to infinity to 1. Set to compress then, the input signal has to rise by 3 or 4 decibels to achieve just 1 decibel of gain at the output, ideal when you need transparent leveling of moderately overdynamic instruments. The limit section, on the other hand, applies much heavier gain reduction for when you need to clamp down harder. The LA-2A VU meter gives you 3 options when it comes to visually monitoring the signal, selected with the knob below it. Output +4 and output +10 modes meter the output on 2 different scales. While gain reduction mode lets you keep an eye on the amount of compression being applied. The LA-2A works wonders on drums when directly inserted, but for maximum control, try using it for parallel compression. Stick it on a send-return bus, push the peak reduction to max and balance the gain, then raise the send to it from your drums until you find the right combination of source signal dynamics and LA-2A punch. As well as the sonic modification brought in by the gain reduction, the analog circuitry of the LA-2A imparts warmth and vibe that can be beneficial to almost any signal. Here you can hear White 2A not only enhancing the attack of the notes, but also subtly fattening the tone of the instrument. Unlike the real mono LA-2A, White 2A is a stereo processor, and it can even work in mid-side mode, applying compression independently to the mono center and sides of a stereo signal. Switch the controls between the two with the M and S buttons, and process both together by clicking the equals button. If you like White 2A, you'll definitely want to check out its equally brilliant siblings in IK's T-Rax 5 range of effects. You can add 9 more modules to your T-Rax rig by upgrading to the full T-Rax 5 for €180, get your hands on 22 modules with the €360 T-Rax 5 Deluxe, or lay down €600 for the full-on T-Rax 5 Max, housing the complete range of 38 effects. All 3 versions also upgrade the T-Rax 5 host itself, adding advanced metering and the Mastermatch reference matching module, amongst other things. Find out more at www.ikmultimedia.com.